Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria Montefusco and I am a lover of all things makeup. And with that love of makeup also comes a love of new makeup and shopping for new makeup, and this is what this video is about. This is the Shopaholic Tag. This tag was created by Lala and Queen of Hearts LA here on YouTube. I'll have their videos linked in the description below, but personally I got this idea from Yadi Beauty, who I am subscribed to here on YouTube. I'll also link her down below. And I thought it'd be a good idea just to chat with you all about my shopping habits, be 100% transparent, just because since I am really new to YouTube, I'm obviously not getting any sort of PR or any sort of free products. So I want to be honest with you all about my shopping habits, all of that. So if you are interested in hearing about my answers to this tag, you should definitely keep on watching this video. All right, the first question is, have I ever purchased anything out of FOMO, which if you're not aware, FOMO is fear of missing out. Thinking about this, I'm sure the answer is yes. But off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything that I've purchased due to FOMO. I feel like I love makeup so much that yes, I do purchase it, but everything I purchase is something I want. I'm not afraid of like missing out on a trend or anything like that. I have missed out on so many popular makeup releases that at this point I'm like, why increase my collection if it's something that's just gonna sit there and collect dust and I'm not gonna use? So I feel like maybe when I first got into makeup, I was buying things because I was afraid of missing out on them, but now I feel like I'm pretty good about that, and all the stuff I buy with full intention of using and loving and all that fun stuff. So I think I'm a lot better at not buying due to FOMO now. Number 2 is, do I have a monthly budget? And if so, do I keep that monthly budget? Do I follow that monthly budget? So the answer to this question is no, I do not have a monthly budget. I feel like when I first got out of undergrad, when I first graduated from college and started my full-time job, I did have a budget just because it was my first time on my own, completely financially independent, and I had no idea how much things cost, and I had no idea what my spending habits would be once, you know, I started working full-time, having like a lot more money than I was ever used to having, and it was just a completely new experience for me. So I used an app called Mint. It's by a company called Intuit, which their most popular service is probably TurboTax. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I'm just telling you what I used. So Mint was a really good app for me to start out with when it came to budgeting, just because it automatically puts your spending into different buckets. And so you can budget for different buckets, like rent, you know, if I could budget $500 a month or $1,000 a month for that, and once that comes out, even if the app doesn't put that expense as rent, I can recategorize it as rent and see that expense flow through that app. So like I had a category called like beauty, it was something like beauty, personal care, and I had a monthly budget for myself, and I stuck to that budget for, I would say, about a year. After I graduated from college, I was using that app and I was sticking to that budget. But what I realized once, you know, the current situation that is happening worldwide, as Angie would say, about a year ago, once that started happening, I realized that because I'm not going out really anymore, because I canceled my gym membership, which was like $150 a month. I know that's crazy. Because of that, I just had a lot more money to spend. And I also realized that there was a certain point in which I was using the app and budgeting where I was just sort of self-regulating. Like I check my monthly bank statements, I check all of that. And I realized that I was just automatically saving about half of my paychecks a month, actually a little bit more than half most months. So at that point, I was like, okay, I don't really think I need to budget. I'm really self-regulating well, but I will go into my Bank of America app every once in a while just to make sure that I'm not like going crazy. But I mean, I keep an eye on my expenses now, but I don't budget. I just feel like I have a good sense of what I'm spending, and my bank statements are telling me that too. So I'm very, very happy with the amount that I'm spending without keeping a budget. Question number 3 is, how do I feel when I find sales, deals, clearance, all that fun stuff on makeup? So I would say I get excited when I see sales and deals, especially when it comes to like higher end products. Like whenever Pat McGrath has a sale, I'm like, uh-oh, what's gonna happen to my wallet? But I love sales and deals on makeup, but I always have to remind myself that if this isn't something that I was willing to buy or wanting to buy at full price, don't buy it because it's on sale, because you're not saving any money if you do that. You're just spending the sale price without saving what the difference is between the sale price and the original price, if that makes any sense. So I feel like my mom has always taught me to look for deals, look for sales. I remember as a kid when we would go shopping together, we would always go through the clearance racks and the sale racks and all of that before even looking at the full price stuff. So I feel like that mindset has continued for me since I've been an adult, but I do buy a lot of makeup that is full price, but I also do buy a lot of makeup that is on sale just because I do like looking for deals and all of that. But I don't buy any makeup on sale that I wouldn't buy full price, if that makes any sense. Question number 4 is, what is my favorite like go-to website or in-person store to buy makeup? And I feel like this depends on what I'm looking for exactly. So like, what's my favorite brand to like buy my cheek products from? I feel like you know this if you've seen my blush, highlighter, and bronzer declutter, and that is Rituel de Fille. So if I'm buying cream cheek products, I'm probably going onto their website and buying from them. I'm obsessed with their cream highlighters and cream blushes. Ugh, they're so beautiful. And I'm wearing actually one of their cream highlighters today, so if you wanted to know. So that's my go-to for cream cheek products. If I'm buying just a bunch of assorted stuff from like higher end brands, I tend to go for Sephora. I haven't gone in a Sephora store in a year, literally a year, because of what's going on, you know. So I go on Sephora.com a lot and I buy from them. Actually, I hit the like second tier of Sephora rewards, like loyalty program. I forget what it's called. Oh, VIB. I'm VIB now, which I've never been in my life. So thank you, being stuck at home and being bored. But anyways, Sephora is my go-to for that. And I would say when it comes to like drugstore products, my go-to is Target. I buy a lot of like my spot concealer I buy from Target. I buy some brow products from Target sometimes. I buy my eyeliner and my eye primer from Target. So Target is another place that I like to go to, and normally I go in store to pick up those things. So those are like my 3 go-to places to buy some products. Question number 5 is, how many email lists am I on? Oh God, I don't even know. I'm on a lot. And the reason isn't because I'm like, I want to get alerted when things are in stock. I feel like Instagram does a good job of that for me. The reason is because, you know, when you're on a website and they're like, sign up for our emails and get 10% off your first order. That gets me every time. I'm like, ooh, I could save like $5. I'm going to do that. Which, you know, at the time it's like $5. Really, Victoria? You want to be spammed for the rest of your life for $5? But I have an email account that's basically just for those like junky emails. So I just use that one to sign up. And B, that $5, you know, over and over and over again, when I first place an order from a brand, that adds up. So I am on a lot of email lists, not because I look at those emails. I probably don't look at like 90% of them. It's just because I want to save money. Question number 6 is, if money was not an issue, like don't even account for it, what would I splurge on right now? That's a really good question. So I think because I've been trying Tom Ford quads recently and I've just really been enjoying them, I think I would buy another Tom Ford quad. I think the shade's called like Pretty Baby. I forget what it's called. I'll pop the quad somewhere over here so you can see what it looks like. I've been eyeing that quad now that I've tried 2 of them and I've really been enjoying the formula. I think I would buy the rest of the Pat McGrath Mothership palettes that I don't own, just because I love Pat's formulas so much that I really want to own all of them in my collection. Not like the quads or like the Mothership minis, like the full-size Mothership palettes. I really want those in my collection. And I think I would buy some more makeup from Chanel. I love the Chanel lipstick that I have, the Rouge Coco in shade Adrian. I think that's a beautiful lipstick. I'd love to try more Chanel lipsticks. I'd love to try Chanel lip liners. I've heard those are really nice. And I would love to try a Chanel quad just to see how their eyeshadows are. And I would just be interested in trying it used to be called the Soleil Tan de Chanel. It has a different name now. It's that like creamy balmy bronzer. I'm interested in that, and I'm interested in trying a Chanel foundation. So I think some more like high-end bougie products from Chanel, Tom Ford, and Pat McGrath, those would be on my list. Question number 7 is, do I hide my purchases or my spending from my partner or my family? So personally, I live with my boyfriend, so I'm going to answer this for, do I hide it from my partner? And the answer is no. I don't think that's a healthy habit to have. I think that if you're hiding your spending from your family that you live with, I think that could be a sign that maybe you do have a shopping problem. So do I spend a lot of money on makeup? Yes, but like, this is my hobby. This is what I enjoy. Even before YouTube, like, this is what I love to do every morning, is just put on makeup and feel beautiful and be creative. Like, this is my art form. This is my form of self-expression. So I've never hidden my purchases from my partner. Does he make fun of me for spending a lot of money on makeup? Yes. But I don't think he's making fun of me to be mean. I think he's making fun of me just to be like, really? Another eyeshadow palette? You own like 40 of those, you know? I think if it was up to him, he'd be like, you should only own one eyeshadow palette with all the colors in it, and like 3 lipsticks, and, you know, like 2 highlighters. I think I'm a makeup maximalist, if that's a word. But no, I don't hide my purchases. I mean, I'm not like, I don't think he cares that I purchase makeup, because we keep our finances separate, and like, he knows I'm financially healthy. I know he's financially healthy. So that's not something I hide from him. It's not something I ever feel like I need to hide from him. And if I ever do get to that point, I feel like I'll have to reevaluate what my relationship is with money and with makeup. Question number 8 is, when I shop, do I shop for myself or for others? So like 90% of the time I'm shopping for myself, just because I have a deal with most of my friends and family that, like, unless it's Christmas or like a birthday, like, I'm not gonna like buy you stuff. And this sounds kind of awful. So like, for my friends, most of my friends, I don't exchange Christmas gifts or birthday gifts or any sort of gifts with them. So I'm like, you keep your money, I keep my money. Like, I'll see you on your birthday, you know, when things are normal again, and we'll spend time together, but like, or I'll like buy you a drink or buy you dinner, but like, I don't want to buy them like a physical gift, because there's always the risk that they're not going to like that. For like my mom, for example, I do buy her like Christmas gifts, like Mother's Day gifts, birthday gifts, all that stuff. So like for Christmas, for example, she's been wanting to try like eyeshadow singles from indie brands. So I bought her a bunch of singles from JD Glow and Terra Moons, and I put it in an empty magnetic color pop palette, and I gave her that for Christmas. So I do buy my mom makeup, but like 99% of the time that my purchases are for me. Question number 9 is, what is my go-to payment option? So do I pay in full or do I pay in installments with like Klarna? What's some other ones? Dang it. What are the other ones? I don't know. I feel like this gives the answer away. I always pay in full. I never pay in installments, because my mindset is if I have to pay in installments, I should not be buying the product. If I feel like I need to pay in installments, I should not be buying the product. Also, my mindset is, this hit is going to happen to my bank account no matter what. Like, why delay the pain? Like, why delay that from happening? Like, just pay it in full. Don't worry about it afterwards, like bam, bam, done. So I always pay in full. I've never paid in installments or even thought about using any of those services. I barely even know what they're called. So there's the answer to that question. Question number 10 is, do I check my emails, social media, anything like that for discount codes, influencer codes, etc.? The answer is yes, because if I can save a little bit of money on an order, I'm going to do that. A lot of the influencers that I watch, which are more like influencers that focus more on indie brands, so like I watch Amy Loves Makeup, I watch Angelica Nikovic, I watch Annette's Makeup Corner, Morgan Turner Makeup, like I watch a lot of people that focus more on indie brands. I tend to use their codes. So if I want to support an influencer that I like, I'll use their affiliate code to give them a little bit of money and also to save myself a little bit of money. So if there's ever an opportunity to save money, I do that. So I tend to use discount codes, affiliate codes, whenever I can. Question number 11 is, what mail carrier is my favorite and why? This is a hard question, but I feel like they all suck for different reasons. So USPS, which if you're not from the US, that's the United States Postal Service. So they are owned by the federal government. They're a government agency. They are really slow and are known for losing packages. And I've never lost a package, which this isn't a different question, but because of the situation that's happening in the world, you know, people are doing a lot more online shopping. And so I feel like the volume of packages they've been handling is just through the roof, especially around the holidays. It was nuts. So they're just really slow and underfunded. And yeah, I mean, if you live in the US, you probably know about the trials and tribulations of the Postal Service. So they're not my favorite. UPS, I don't like UPS either. Whenever I get a UPS package, it looks like the box has been like thrown around, kicked like a football, you know, eaten by rodents. Whenever I get a UPS package, it looks like it's gone through war. So I'm not really a fan of UPS. Also, when I got my Divine Rose 2 palette from Pat McGrath in the mail, the box was so damaged that even the like cardboard packaging that the palette comes in, so like that beautiful like cardboard packaging, which I'll put a picture of it here, like that was destroyed. Like I had to throw it out, it was that bad. So UPS isn't my favorite either because their packages just look like they've been through a lot. So I'd have to say, I guess by default, FedEx is my favorite. Like I haven't got enough packages from other like mail courier services like DHL, which I'm not a fan of DHL from my experiences with them either, but I'd have to say FedEx is my favorite. They tend to deliver things on time. They tend to not have packages that look like they've been through. So I tend to like FedEx more than UPS and USPS. Question number 12 is, does the word tracking trigger me? No, I wouldn't say it triggers me. I'm not really sure what this question is trying to say. I like tracking. I'm the kind of person that obsessively tracks their packages just to make sure they're not going to be like lost. That's my worst nightmare. I mean, I personally live in Tennessee, and I've had packages that have like been in Tennessee, like been in the town that I live in, and then go somewhere else, and then like circle around Tennessee, and then come back, and then go to Kentucky or Mississippi, and then come back. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Just like stay in Tennessee, like stay where I am. Like, why are you moving around everywhere? So when that happens, I get a little frustrated, but tracking does not trigger me. I like to track my packages obsessively. Question number 13 is, describe the feeling when you get a package and you unbox it and open it. I would say it's really exciting, especially if it's a product that I've been waiting for a while, like a pre-order or anything like that. Like for example, when I got my It's Freaking Bats palette in the mail from Shroud Cosmetics, I was so excited because I had been waiting for that palette for what had seemed like ages. Like it was months after that palette was supposed to arrive to me is when it arrived. And so I was just really excited, and I just could not wait to dig my hands into it. And I mean, I'm excited for all of my packages, and normally like the next day I'm using that product on my face because I cannot wait. But that was like the most excited I'd probably ever had been for a makeup product. Question number 14 is, do I have a shopping partner? I would say, you know, pre all of this craziness times, the answer was yes. If I was shopping for makeup, I was probably going to Sephora with my mom or to Ulta with a friend. I have a few friends that are really into makeup, but now, since like 90% of my shopping's online, I just do it by myself on my phone. Question number 15 is, have I ever regretted a purchase or a haul? The answer is yes. It's pretty rare nowadays because I'm really thoughtful with my purchases. I only purchase things I know I want, and I only purchase things that either like the brand has like extremely good reviews, and so I know their other products are great. So like if I'm buying a new release, I know that most likely it will also be great. Or if I'm buying something older, I listen to reviews, I look for reviews and videos on that product. So there are a few products I do regret, and I will list them now. So the first one I regret is the Artemis palette from Alter Ego, which I'll put a picture. It's the dupe of the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. I feel like everybody loves this palette from Alter Ego. I am not one of them. The matte formula and the metallic formula in that palette are good, but there's only like 3 or 4 mattes in that palette, and the rest of the mattes are cream to powder mattes, and that formula just sucks. I mean, I'm just gonna be completely frank with you all. It's just so hard to pick up on a brush, on your finger, doesn't layer well or look good on the eye. It's not like pigment right away. I just don't enjoy it. And then the other palette I regretted was I would say this is a haul I regretted, was my haul from Alien Cosmetics. I bought 2 palettes from them. I bought their holiday palette and also the collab they did with Serendipity. And I would say the holiday palette's quality just wasn't there for me. I was not impressed with the mattes at all in that palette. The metallics were good, but the mattes just made me decide to declutter that palette. And the Serendipity palette is better quality. The mattes are better quality, but I just really haven't been reaching for it just because I feel like the color story is kind of weird. So I do regret that haul. Oh, and another haul I regret. My boyfriend just reminded me off camera. I really regret the Danessa Myricks Twin Flames. I bought 3 of them, spent like 75 bucks, and they burned the crap out of my eyelids. So it turns out I'm allergic to a ingredient in those. All of them burned the crap out of my eyelids. So I really regret the Danessa Myricks Twin Flames, especially since they would not allow me to return them. So that was really sad. Question number 16 is, have I ever tried a no buy? The answer is no. I love makeup too much to do this to myself, and I also feel like my spending is at a very sustainable level. Yes, I do buy a lot of makeup, but as I said, my monthly expenses are normally half or less than half of my monthly income, and that is a level I am completely fine with. So I have not tried a no buy. I'm not planning on trying one anytime soon. Question number 17 is, who is the first person that I call, text, message when I find a good sale or deal? And I would say this depends on what the sale or deal is. Like when Refer Brushes is having a deal, I normally ring up one of my friends who wants to invest in some good makeup brushes, but she's still in, I think she's doing a master's degree right now. So normally I'll message her and be like, hey, those brushes you like are on sale, like grab one. When I find a good sale or deal on like indie makeup or just unique products that I think are interesting, or even some like stuff at Sephora too, I'll sometimes let my mom know. She likes makeup a lot as well. So those are like the 2 people I'll tend to message sometimes when there's a good sale or a deal. Question number 18 is, have I ever had a package stolen or delayed, and how did I feel about that? So I've never had a package be stolen. That's really good news. I mean, since I've been working from home for about a year, I feel like that's unlikely to happen, thank goodness. And since my boyfriend always works from home, actually, I mean, if the doorbell rings, he pretty much grabs the package right away. So even when I'm in the office, when things come back to normal, I feel like the chances of a package of mine being stolen are relatively low. Have I ever had a package be delayed? I mean, yes, who hasn't? How does that make me feel? frustrated, very frustrated, sometimes worried, especially like I've said before, where like packages are like making the world tour around Tennessee and then like jumping to Kentucky or Mississippi or whatever. That gets me worried because I'm like, just plan where you need to be. Like I had a package recently that was in the city that I live in, and then it like jumped out to like be 2 hours away from where I live. I'm like, what the heck? I thought that package was never going to be delivered to me, and that was actually my Cleona order, so I was super worried. But yeah, never had a package be stolen. I've had a few delays. Question number 19 is, how many carts do I have on standby? I think currently 1. So Pat McGrath is having a sale. I'm sure you all know this. So it's the 15th, by the way, if you want a reference point for when I'm filming this. And it's 25% off. And I'm like, ah, shoot. So I have a few things in my cart. I haven't checked out yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to. I'm thinking about it. So currently I have 1 cart on standby. We'll see if I click the buy button officially. Question number 20 is, how many times do I edit my cart before purchasing? A lot. Especially if it's like a big order, like on Sephora or something. I'm like, okay, what I'll do is I'll put everything I want to buy in the cart, and then I'll look at the total. I'm normally like, oh, that's too much. And then I'll like whittle it down to the things I know I'll actually really want and use and enjoy. So normally quite a few times, but I feel like I'm always making better, more thoughtful purchases when I do that. Question number 21 is, who is the influencer that's made me buy the most stuff from their reviews? I feel like this depends on what mood I'm in. So like overall, I would say probably Angelica Nikovist or Amy Loves Makeup, because they got me into indie makeup about this time last year. And I own a lot of it now, and it's pretty much all their fault, but I'm not mad about it. I love all the indie products that I have. So they are probably just total the most products I've bought because of them. But if I'm looking at recently, I would have to say Erin Nicole TV and Morgan Turner makeup. I discovered Erin Nicole through Morgan Turner's channel, and Erin Nicole is like a luxury makeup expert. I mean, she used to work at the Chanel counter at, I believe, Nordstrom. So she has a ton of knowledge about all things when it comes to Chanel beauty. She is a lover of luxury perfumes and scents, and I'm just kind of intrigued by that. And she just loves all this beautiful luxury makeup. And I feel like Morgan Turner is also a lover of luxury makeup too, and that's just something I've been dipping my toe into a little bit more recently. So because I'm interested in more luxury products, I have been looking at their reviews and been purchasing things from their recommendations a bit more recently. Question number 22 is, do I think my shopping is a problem? Do I think that I could purchase less makeup and probably be as happy as I am? Yes. But do I think the dollar amount that I'm spending is a problem? No. Like I've said before, my total monthly expenses are about half or less than half of my total monthly income. And that is including taxes, 401k, like everything. I'm talking like my net monthly income, not the gross, the net monthly income. So I am very satisfied with the amount of money that I'm spending. I mean, I'm not going to a $150 gym a month anymore. So I feel like that portion of my budget is now being allocated towards beauty. So I'm very satisfied with the amount of money that I'm spending, but maybe I do need to be even a little bit more conscious about the products that I'm purchasing, and I probably could spend a little bit less and be just as happy. And the last question, which is question number 23, how will I slow down, or can I slow down or be more mindful when it comes to spending? And I think this is a really good question, and I think this is something that I could work on, and probably all of us could work on. I think that sitting on a cart for a few days is healthy. So like, as long as it's not like an order or like a product that comes out like at 12 p.m. and if you don't order by like 12:05 p.m. like it's out of stock, like as long as it's not something that you need to make a split decision about if you want that product the first time it comes out, I think it's healthy to put things in your cart, walk away for a few days, then come back to it and see what you think about. And this is a habit that I've been implementing more recently, and I feel like it's been really effective for me. A lot of products that I like though, sadly, are those like, oh my God, you gotta order right now, and if you don't, they're gonna go out of stock. So, I mean, that you can't really do that for, and I understand. But I feel like for older releases especially, or like things at Sephora, things at Ulta, things like that, you can really put it in a cart, step away, and then come back to it and see what you think about it. So that is the Shopaholic tag. I hope you all enjoyed this. Personally, do I consider myself to be a shopaholic? I'm not sure. I mean, do I like shopping? Yes. Am I addicted to it? I hope not. So I hope you all found this video to be helpful, entertaining, all of that stuff. And if you do decide to do this tag on your own channel, please let me know. I'd love to watch those videos. So with that, if you like this video, please like this video. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you like me, please subscribe and ring that bell to be notified every single time I post. I post 3 times a week. And if you have any ideas for content that you'd like to see on my channel, please comment down below. Always appreciate some ideas. So with that, thank you for spending a little part of your day with me, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.